The federal government has got programs, pre-arrival programs. I created one of the largest pre-arrival programs in Canada. Problem is that the way these programs are created, they leave out the basic tenet of marketing, and that is talk to your consumer. So who is the consumer? The immigrant. I don't know, when you look at some of the programs, there's such a gap between what immigrants want and what the program delivers. It's important that has to close, that gap has to close. It has to be with the immigrant at the center of every program. I was talking to an organization, I won't name the organization, where they're talking about micro skills, and they're talking about how micro skills are becoming so important and how that could be very useful for immigrants. I said, absolutely. Micro skills are designed around get to work. How do you get to work? How do I take this skill? How do I quickly go into a workplace? Great. Exactly what immigrants need. And so, but when I turned around and asked them one question, I said, how many immigrants have you shown this program to? There was complete silence.
So where's the gap?
The gap is just the bureaucracy. We are so bogged down with bureaucracy. We're not thinking as marketers.
Do you mean the government?
The country.
The country, the nation.
The nation. We're not thinking as marketers. If you don't talk to people and ask them, what do you think about this program, which is what marketing is all about. You do market research. You need to have that.
One of the topics of your speeches was, for a long time at least, the 7 secrets for success.
Yes.
Are those soft skills?
Those are soft and societal skills, because it has to do with how do you fit into a country. One of the things that you need to do. So, for example, I do know that the Canadian government says you need to have English skills. But today, English skills are not enough. You need to have advanced language skills, because your workplace dictates you need to have those skills.
Give me some examples.
So let's talk about writing an email. Right? Mm-hmm. For the longest time, I used to get emails from people in all caps. And I say, do you know in Canada that's construed as shouting?
Yeah, stop screaming at me.
Yeah. I said, well, we thought that, if I put it in all caps, I'll get your attention. You certainly did, but not in the right way. So, but these things are a challenge. Yeah. And today, 25 years, this is 25 years, and I sat down and I said, what are the 3 things that are critical today in Canada to succeed? What are they? Number 1 is language skills. Number 2 is communication skills. Communication skills are distinctly different from language skills.
How?
Because it's how do you stand up and give a speech? How do you talk to people? Because employers want you to present their products, their services, right? How do you do that? These 2 are so critical. Language skills, communication skills. And the third is the ability to understand and use the internet. That's such a wide thing. When you talk about the internet, it's not just about doing research. It's just about being able to find the right kind of research. How do you find that stuff? That's an important part of work today. The importance of handling social media. How do you handle social media? I have a friend of mine who, his first LinkedIn profile was him standing at the bar. Not a good idea.
Let's talk about these 3 aspects then. So the first one is English skills. And I remember you also said that 12 years ago, you said business English, not ESL English, English as a second language.
The point system changed very, very much after you and I met, Elton, where the entire point system moved from being based on education to being based on your language. So today, if you were to apply, the first thing you would need to do is you would need to put in your IELTS score. What is your score? And your Canadian language benchmark, which is around 8, is when you come in. So 8 is the language that we are talking at right now. So Canada is putting that high level in terms of the language. And so from that period to now, has the needle moved? Yes, it has.